Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is what I packed Audrey, my middle schooler, for lunch, as well as what I packed my husband Justin and his work lunch. I had asked last week if that's something y'all might want to see, and you said you did, so that's what I got for you today. If you're new, I'm Tiffany. This is our small town life. We're happy to have you here. We show you what it looks like to live in a small town in the southern United States, share a day-to-day life with you, and we would love to have you as part of our YouTube family. There's a baby. What I show you in these videos is what works for our family. Hopefully you get some inspiration from it, but I'm just showing you what we do and what works for us. So keep that in mind. And with that said, let's get into this week's lunch video. So for the first lunches, Audrey and Justin are both having ham sandwiches with some mustard, some avocado, and cheese. So I'm getting their sandwiches ready. And then here's a peek at Audrey's lunch in her YUMBOX. She has that sandwich. She's got some sugar snap peas with some ranch to dip them in. Then she's got some blackberries, that's her favorite fruit, and some of the Mickey Mouse goldfish. And that's going to be her lunch on this day. I thought that I would point out that we are still loving this YUMBOX. It's working really well for us. Okay, now here's Justin's lunch on this day. He's got his sandwich. And he's got some sugar snap peas with some cheese cubes. I think that's Colby Jack cheese cubes maybe. And some ranch to dip his sugar peas in. And then he's got some whole grain peanut butter crackers, some sugar-free shortbread cookies. That's the Murray sugar-free shortbread cookies, just in case anybody's wondering. And then he has some fruit. He has some grapes, and he has some sliced strawberries. On this day, he actually didn't eat his cookies, and I don't even know if he ate the peanut butter crackers. He said he put those in his desk to have later. Some days he eats more than others, and I guess I overpacked a little bit on this day. I thought I'd also show you his Lunchbox. I got this at Dollar General a couple of years ago. He's been using it for at least 2 years, and it's holding up really well. It's the Igloo brand. All right, here's Audrey's lunch on this day. It's the Bumblebee Tuna Salad Sandwich Kit. She's taken these before. She really likes it. It has a little spork up in the top. And then underneath her grapes here, if I can get it open with one hand, she has some wheat thins to eat her tuna salad on. The grapes there on top. Underneath that, she has some Boom Chicka Pop as well as some sugar snap peas. And then in that little container over there, she's got some ranch to dip her snap peas in. And she also had a peanut butter chocolate chip granola bar. Her YUMBOX was dirty on this day, so he broke out the Systema box, which we also really like. And then here's Justin's. He had a sandwich again on this day. I think it was the same kind of sandwich he had had the day before. Some barbecue pork skins. This bag of pistachios had some left in it, so I just sent that whole bag with him. It wasn't full, but I just sent what was left. And a Star Crunch. Then I also put him a banana in his lunchbox, and that was his lunch on this day. All right, let's get Audrey's ready for the next day. We're back to the YUMBOX, and I have a cinnamon raisin bagel there for her, and I'm putting some cream cheese in that center portion so that she can put that on her bagel at lunchtime. That's some of the Great Value vanilla yogurt with mini semi-sweet chocolate chips on it, and some grapes in that bottom corner. She also has that chocolate chip chewy granola bar up in the top as well. She really enjoys these kind of lunches. We call them breakfast for lunch, and she enjoys those. And now Justin's lunch. Here's the ingredients that are in his wrap. We call them pepperoni wraps. It's just pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, and ranch on tortillas. That's what's in his sandwich container. Then he has some whole grain peanut butter crackers, some radishes from our garden, some grapes, and some of our homemade applesauce, as well as a Great Value fiber brownie. On this day, Audrey is having some mini Uncrustables. It's just Nutella as well as marshmallow fluff. One of y'all actually suggested doing that for her, and she did really enjoy it. So she has some of those little Uncrustables. I just used a cookie cutter to cut them out. Some sweet peppers with cream cheese in them. Some cherry tomatoes. She has some strawberries, and then she has some mini vanilla wafers with cookie butter there in the center. My thought was she could dip those, but she said the ice pack made that cookie butter get really, really hard, so she couldn't dip her vanilla wafers in them. So I'll have to remember that in the future and put that in something away from the ice pack so it doesn't get so hard that she can't eat it. She enjoyed this lunch, though. And then on this day, Justin is having a bologna sandwich, bologna, mayonnaise, mustard, and cheese. That is probably his favorite sandwich of all time, and it's on the 12-grain bread from Lewis Bake Shop. He also has some sweet peppers with cream cheese, some of those tomatoes, some strawberries. He has a bag of those mini Nilla wafers, and he also has a little cup of mixed nuts. You can kind of see that bread back there in the back. I think I show it to you. Yeah. It is the 12-grain half loaf from Lewis Bake Shop, and he said it's really good. Here is another one of Audrey's lunches, and she has a plain bagel with cheese, cream cheese, and pepperoni. She also has some garlic stuffed olives and some of the grape tomatoes. These are the Great Value garlic stuffed olives. I do have to be careful with these because we found several that still have the pit in them. And so I'll usually take a toothpick or a knife or something and stick through them just to make sure that I don't feel it. Obviously, she's plenty old enough that she can pay attention to those kinds of things. But yeah, I've noticed that several of those have the pit left in them. So I'll try to be careful and check them. And then she's got a caramel apple dippers and a string cheese to go along with that. For Justin's lunch, I was cutting up some broccoli. With Audrey's braces, she loves broccoli. She loves raw broccoli, but it gives her some issues like with her braces. So I didn't pack any for her. She ate some after she got home and then brushed her teeth real well. But for Justin, I was cutting up some broccoli so that I could put that in his lunch. And to go with it, he has some of those little cherry tomatoes. His sandwich is Nutella. He's not a big peanut butter and jelly person, but he loves Nutella. And then he's got one of the dairy-free vanilla yogurts, a string cheese, and a banana. And that is his lunch on this day. I also did fix him some ranch to dip his vegetables in. All right, we're actually getting ready to head out of the house. We've got some errands and different things to do today, so I got to make sure all the kids are ready to go. Just finished getting myself ready, and I thought, hey, let's film the intro and everything for this video while I have some makeup on and I am halfway put together. So we're actually headed out the door to run some errands, and I got to finish getting these kiddos ready. Thank y'all for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really does help out the channel when you interact, when you leave comments, when you give a thumbs up. And like I said earlier, if you're not already subscribed, we sure would love to have you. Hit that little red subscribe button down below before you leave. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.